The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
A wrap up for 2025 Dance for Kids' Sake, and we have a new record.
Woo!
Yes. We can look at a 1, a 0, and a 5. Boy, I wish it was $110 million.
Let's give Erin her scores.
Oh my.
There's not enough 10 paddles.
Yes.
Okay, way to go, girl.
Hey, congratulations, $105,000, a new record.
And that's preliminary total. So there are still things coming in that we weren't able to calculate before everything closed.
So right now, 105, right? It could be a lot more.
It could be a little bit more than that. Yeah.
This is like election night. There's still those ancillary numbers coming in. So the good thing is that gives you more opportunities to do things for kids here in Southern Ohio.
Yeah, I think we really focused on our school-based kids this year, and I really think that we really want to expand those programs, which means that we're going to have to hire more staff members to be able to serve more programs, serve more schools and more students. And so with more money, we can do that. And we can reach more kids, which will equal more impact.
And speaking of school-based, those kids kicked off the night in a fantastic way.
They were incredible.
Yeah, they brought the energy to start off the show. That's right. I'm not even joking. Like, they could have taken it over with all that passion and energy.
And then the kids who are school-based, and they were dancing.
Right.
That was even more fantastic.
It was a fantastic way to start.
It really was. I loved it.
A lot of energy, high energy. There were people screaming from the tables. It was incredible. Let's take a moment to thank your people, because there's a handful of people who are behind the scenes that don't always get recognition. In fact, they're taking down tables now.
They are.
And also, we got to mention Stacy with Transition.
Yes, Stacy and Ree at Transition Dance Studio. They do a phenomenal job. They donate all of their time to help the dancers choreograph and learn their routine. They advise them on costumes. They do everything for a couple of months, if not more, just to make sure that our dancers feel comfortable stepping out of their comfort zone on the dance floor, and it shows. They do such a good job mentoring them.
Right, that's for sure. And I just want to make sure, like, when you have so much to remember, and she's thanking everybody. Sometimes
every year I forget something.
Well, and we all do, right? But all of you who are watching this that participate from afar, even, like, we know it, but in the heat of the moment, you just it's things
hot in here
missed.
tonight too. Those lights
really hot,
and everything.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, so
you ought to be in a tuxedo.
Right, that's true.
By the way, thank you to the men's shop. I forgot to mention the men's shop as well.
They always donate
to
make Dan look dapper.
Dapper Dan.
The dancing Dapper Dan.
We have lots of sponsors. Our Platinum Star and Diamond sponsors always they came out of the woodwork this year, which helped us raise that goal, beat that goal.
Yes.
We have tons of volunteers, like we just talked about. They're popping balloons right now. Hopefully
it's still a party.
It's not gunshots.
Yeah, we're safe. It's okay.
Our food vendors, the food was delicious this year. We had Our Kitchen, the Lunchbox, Up in Smoke, Carl's Townhouse, and Hook's Pizza. They served our guests. We have bar volunteers that served all of the drinks for our guests. What else am I missing? My board members, my staff members.
Right. And then all the people who just show up and vote when they get here. The people who just want to be part of it. And I counted 18 people who have danced and passed.
That stood up.
And the fact that they were involved perhaps 14 years ago, and they are still coming to support is absolutely incredible, and is also a testament to understanding the worthwhile program that Big Brothers Big Sisters really is.
Yeah, I actually talked to Dr. Katie Neal, who was a dancer my first year 5 years ago, and I thanked her for being a sponsor every single year, and she said, you know what, after you've done it once, you can't not.
Yeah,
so
it sucks in a good way.
Yeah,
The sport's fantastic, and we had the original children's champ here tonight.
Yes,
she
we
was
did.
working over, taking money.
Yep.
But one of the cool things that was going on was the children's champion tonight. Do we have a
children's
total
champion.
how much they raised? Because going in, they had
Going into
23
tonight,
grand.
they had 24,000, I think,
Yeah.
going into the night. So actually,
Margot
I do
and
not
Tom.
know. Margot and Tom Lewis,
Wow.
Dr. Tom Lewis, Mohs surgeon at Adena Dermatology. They were incredible. They had a huge fan base over here that were dancing with them and screaming and cheering for them. They were incredible.
And we have to say too, their dance.
It was.
Yeah.
I was so offended by the judges at first. Judges were great,
I'm gonna
fantastic.
throw
Yeah,
it-
and thanks to them too.
Hats off to, before we get to the judges, hats off to a dancing dad who came out and performed. He
With a
performed excellently. And not only that, when you said, would you like him to do it again? And
He
they
did
came,
it.
They came out and the music had already started and they were right on step
We
where
got
they needed to
into
be.
it, yeah.
All right, the judges were fantastic.
The judges were fantastic. Bill Betson, Mike Hoffman, Julio's. I couldn't say I was offended that they gave Tom such a hard time. He was amazing.
I know they were
I
teasing
do
him.
know a little secret that they practice a lot in their kitchen. So
Aw.
there were lots of nights of practice at the Lewis house.
As Mike Moffmer said, he said the Adena folks paid them
Yes.
$500 to say bad review on Tom. And
Just to give him a hard time.
After that, they came back with.
They did.
Well, because I looked at Judge Julie, and I was like, well, wait a minute, they were really good. I don't like. And she goes, hold on, we're doing something here. And I was like, okay, you may have wanted to let us in on because I was like,
I know. I was so
Got us all off guard.
yeah, but they made more money that way.
Again,
Give them
our
a hard
audience
time.
choice
Yes.
champion, our audience choice is the dancer who raised the most tonight, and that was Victoria Medved, Villarreal Medved, and her
Yes.
husband Chris Medved. I don't know their total either.
But a big thank you to
Because
Kenworth
they
for making that happen.
Yes, and they danced like together so well. I mean, the marriage, should I say, they are married, but the marriage between them on the dance floor and the ease and the comfort and fun that they
fun,
had,
yep.
I love that.
And what about the ensemble that helped
They-
them out?
they did
I
bring a little
swear,
bit.
Yeah, bring the family, baby.
at
Yeah.
Chris and Tori's wedding, that probably is where that all started, right
Yes,
there. So,
yes.
so glad
Yeah.
to see that happen.
Yeah.
Judge's choice also.
That's right.
Judge's
Yes.
choice was Kennedy and Dalton Moss.
Yes.
They did the Dirty Dancing dance, including the lift and
The
everything.
lift at the
It was
end.
Yes.
Yeah, it
phenomenal,
was,
phenomenal.
and they also had that obvious chemistry. It
Very
was
much
very
so.
hot in here. But let's
It's
also, the other
yeah.
dancers were absolutely incredible and also
good.
raised a lot of money.
Yes.
And we had another team, family, which was Michelle Valentine
and
being
her
the
son
mother
Jordan.
and then having her son Jordan dance with him. So,
She
I
was
mean,
a ball of nerves. She's on my board, and she came to me today, and she said, "Can I just go back to being on the board?" And I
of a
said,
dancer.
"Too late for that."
Yeah, but everybody was amazing, and also knowing you come, you support, you leave happy. It's
It was
all
so
good.
fun. So
And
fun.
I saw Brad earlier, who is Michelle's husband, and I said, Jordy got you out of this, didn't he? He says, yes, yes, absolutely.
That's awesome. I
It was
love
wonderful.
Final words.
it. Final words.
Thank you so much for supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters. I feel incredibly blessed to be able to be in this role and to be able to lead this organization. We're doing big things for our community, and it's because of the people around us. It's not just one person. It's lots of people, me, my staff, my board, all of the community that is rallying around this to make kids a priority. Our kids' mental health and the issues that they're facing are so big right now, but with a little bit of mentorship, we can get them through it.
Beautifully said.
Number of the night, 105 plus. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll see you next year.
Jazz hands.